Great. So in step 1, we learned how to use Google Earth. We managed to save a KML file. Now we need to take that KML file and get it into CSV, which the Litchi Mission Hub can then ingest. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, here we are on the Phantom Film School website on the Bridge page. And if you scroll down, you will get to the Bridge tool. Now, this is a beta version, so we're still working on it. And let me explain it. Firstly, you have two options. You can create a mission which will just be for video and that will use curves, or you can create a mission that will take photographs and will use actions. So using the same KML file, you can create two missions inside Litchi. Now, you might be in a hurry to push select file. Please don't do that. The decision you need to make at first is whether you want to take photographs as actions or not. So for argument's sake, we're not going to tick this box. We want to create a mission that will be using curves, and it will take a video. So now we're ready to click on select file. We choose the Eiffel Tower KML file, and immediately it will go into the conversion process. It tells us it was uploaded successfully and the process is finished. We can now download the CSV file. Okay, so we'll call this one Eiffel Tower video and save. Let's go back and convert another file. This time we want to create it so that there is the option to have actions and photographs. So we're going to tick this box and repeat the process. Great. Once again, we download it. This time we'll call it photos and we'll save it. Excellent. You've now successfully used the bridge. And just remember, if you have anything over 500 meters, it will not work. And now we're ready to move over to the Mission Hub to try out these missions. Okay, here we are on the Litchi Mission Hub. And let's bring the first one in. Missions, import, Eiffel Tower video, and we import it. And there we go. So, a couple of things to be aware of. Waypoint 1 is the one that we called takeoff position. So that was really just to calculate your altitude. And just look at these altitudes, 323 meters up to 373. This is what Google Earth can do. It can give you amazing heights very, very quickly. Let's just go back to Google Earth and look at what waypoint 4 looks like at 373 meters. Okay, here we are. It's called point 3, which is actually point 4 if you add in the takeoff in Litchi. And that is what 374 meters next to the Eiffel Tower looks like. Pretty awesome. Okay, let's go back to the hub. Okay, now that we're in the hub, you can see that we have curves enabled and everything is set up to get the shot that we want. Just a couple of things to bear in mind. Firstly, when we import the mission from Google, all it does is it creates the waypoints and the various attributes. So if we go to waypoint number 1, it will have altitude, heading, and your interpolate angle, and obviously your lat and long position. That is the most important information that we're getting from Google. However, it will not have your mission settings. So whatever you used in your last mission will be contained. So I did a mission where my cruising speed was really slow. And if I had saved this and run it, the speed would be 1.1 kilometers an hour. It would take really, really long. So let's just say we want to set this to around 25 kilometers per hour. Then the mission will take 2 minutes. So your mission settings, unfortunately, cannot be controlled through the Google file. And they will always be what you last had, and you must therefore go in and adjust them. If, however, you would like to change your mission speeds, you have two other options that I can suggest. The first is you can set your cruising speed to 0, and you do this in the mobile app because it has another slider called maximum speed. And then you can use your right stick to move forward and it will cruise along at whatever speed you want. Alternatively, on the mobile app, you can set a speed at each waypoint. So if you wanted to go slowly between 1 to 2 and then to really pick up speed between 2 to 3, you can do that in the mobile app. Great. Let's have a look at the photos mission. Okay, we're about to import the photos mission. And just remember what I said. You will have curves because the mission settings were set to curves. And with curves, your actions won't work. If, for example, I click on one of the waypoints, you will see it says disabled. So in order to get the actions to work, we need to go into settings and we need to choose straight lines. As soon as we choose straight lines, the curves will disappear. And if we click on a waypoint, the actions will work. Now, the way we've designed this, and we'd really like your feedback, is we're going to get at each waypoint, we're going to get it to stay for 1 second, then take a photo, then stay for another second, and then move to the next waypoint. The reason we introduced the stay for 1 second before and after the action to take the photo was to make sure the camera is settled and perfectly still before shooting that picture. Please give us feedback. If you think this is the wrong approach, we're obviously open to find the best solution, but that's what we came up with. Okay, so let's just talk about safety. Now, what you need to consider is that when you fly from waypoint to waypoint, you could have an obstacle that is in between the waypoints. And for example, in this case, there obviously is nothing in the way, but let's just say hypothetically there could be something in the way, and the drone is looking at the Eiffel Tower. Well, as we know, sideways obstacle avoidance does not work, and therefore by flying sideways, by looking at the Eiffel Tower, it's possible we could crash into the item between waypoint 2 and 3. So what I suggest you do is save your mission as a test mission on the mobile app and set your waypoints to the mission setting heading towards next waypoint or auto on iOS. Heading equals towards next waypoint or auto. By doing that, when you fly the mission, or the test mission, you'll be looking in front of you from waypoint to waypoint, and you'll be able to see if the mission is safe. Also, your obstacle avoidance will help you because you'll be facing forwards. Once you've run the mission and you know that it's perfectly safe, then you can either change the settings back, or you could have the mission saved originally and you could switch over to the original mission. So it's just a useful idea to create a test mission where you'll be looking forward. Okay, so that takes us to the end. What you would then do is you would go here and you would save your mission and sync it to your mobile device. One last thing before we end this. On this web page at the bottom here, it says give us feedback. Please, if you have any feedback or suggestions, just click on the link, fill in the form. We would love to make this product as amazing as possible, and we need your feedback. Fly safe, take care, and hope you enjoy the bridge. Thank you for watching.